Thanks for watching. This is the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce, saying, never make love by the garden gate, though love is blind, the neighbor's aim.
Yeah, but I think sometimes when you're in those situations, you go through the motion because I wasn't sleeping with him anymore. I had my own little like this guest bedroom. I slept in there, and but I was just comfortable in a dysfunction, if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense because a lot of times when we're in any type of situation, we're together or not, we don't know what's out there, so I'll stay with what I got. Being halfway miserable is better than being all the way lonely. Um, I don't know if I'm willing to do the work to heal myself and get somebody else. Now that's me saying that, but well, like I said, it's a lot of time. When you spend time with a person, you just can't. It's very rarely that you can sit up here and walk away, just cut and run. And when you're initially in something, yeah, you'd be like, yeah, I don't know you like that. I'm gone. But when you're dealing with people for years and years, and you're seeing their dirty draws and they seen yours, it gets less. It gets more difficult to just say two tears in a bucket. Um, but you get to, but it's something. There's always one event. It's not never a big thing. Go ahead, Miss Carmen.
So, backstory, I literally just moved back into my house 2 days ago because I left my house where my husband was for 15 years. We'd been together since we were 16. I'm 47. Well, I will be 47 in 2 weeks. That's a long ass damn time to be dealing with some shit just because randomly. And you stay in situations because you know what, it'll get better. It can't get no worse than this. Or even when you even get married, because we had our 4 kids before we got married. It'll change. And you thinking, okay, well, I'll change, he'll change, we'll compromise, we'll try to get to this next level and we're gonna see. And then it just be shit just kept piling on and piling on. Nothing was getting resolved, nothing was fixing, neither one of us was bending. And it just got to a point of us like, you know what? I'm gonna choose me. I'm no longer choosing this. I saw my health deteriorating. I saw his deteriorating. It's like, you know what? I ain't gonna kill you and you ain't about to kill me. This death do us part ain't gonna really be the shit. It's not gonna be an option no more. So I decided I'm gonna choose me and I left because I kept asking him to leave. And his response was, I'm gonna lose my family if I do. But you done already lost us. We done already lost you. And he wasn't seeing it. So I left because that was the change that needed to happen. And there are times where people stay in relationships for fear of success in another relationship or hurting the person that they've grown to love or come accustomed to. So no one will move out of that. And sometimes it's just even better to stay with the devil that you know than to try to even learn the angel that you don't.
Yep, fear of the
So,
unknown. That happens a lot.
right. And at this point,
Yes, sir.
after 30 years of bullshit, I'm ready to just try something different. Because somebody told me, him specifically, crazy is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
And another thing that I didn't mention, a lot of times people see you in these relationships and they say, oh, they're doing good because you have all this stuff. But on the outside, it looks good, but on the inside, it's not good. And, and then you have this, you'll stay because you're embarrassed. Like you want your relationship to work out and you don't want people to think that this perfect man is just not that all that. So you just stay in it.
Yeah, no, that's understandable because guys, believe it or not, men do the same thing. They'll stay in relationships way longer than they should have been. And it goes to, you gotta start loving yourself more than you don't love the other person, because no matter what, if you're going to do if you're going to be miserable, you don't need to be around. You can be, but the thing is though, and like I said, it comes, emotional buildup. The longer you're together, you might can't stand each other, but you can't see yourself with anybody else. We have to work on, you know, and this is just people in general. We have to work on being able to be heard, to listen to answer rather than listen to respond. And we have to be able to hear, not only listen, we need to hear what the other person is saying. Now, if a person's not gonna do stuff, then that's something y'all gotta accept on. You either accept it or reject it. But a lot of times we don't look at it as something we can't fix. We always put on a cape, and Captain Saber 304 for y'all slow people in the back, garden tool variety. Um, so we put on our capes. The way I look at it, we put on our capes for the wrong people. So we don't put our capes on for strong people we think are strong. We put on capable people we think that are weak, that need saving. And often you're doing more of the saving, and then you get tired of them. Do you think Superman sat around one day and was like, yeah, I really like rescuing Lois Lane. She get herself in all the situation, and I got to pull out. He probably, if he was truly human, he'd have thought that, because we've done that for people. We've taken care of people, and there's like, you keep doing the same thing. Insanity, Miss Carmen, insanity. But yeah, before I keep on, said, "You looking good, Miss Apple."
Thank you.
They see it. The hair is herring. But
You got to say that. I'm your sister. You have to say that.
yeah, yeah, I do. But you know, we've known people, we've been in situations ourselves. We've dealt with stuff like this in those relationships. They might look good, they might not look good, but people, and we're related to some folks that did some of that nonsense. So how do you? I mean, what what encouragement would you give somebody who's trying to get out that type of situation?